go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoe channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Pierre Cardin. This is a first on the channel, which some people may slap my hand, I don't care, slap me. Let's delve into the brand of Pierre Cardin on the channel, finally. Thank you to fragflex.com. I'm decanting this thing, and this is the biggest bottle that they sent me. Eight fluid ounces of juice. This bottle is going to be massive, and this is a first impression on their Pour Monsieur line, not to be confused with the Eau de Toilette, the original 1972 release. This is the EDC, Eau de Cologne version. So the EDC version from Pierre Cardin. Let's see what this one is all about. My first Cardin smelt on the channel and off the channel. I don't think I've smelt any Cardins. I might be wrong, but Pierre Cardin, very obviously a big name in the industry. You see a lot of Pierre Cardin attached to things. He was pretty big back in the day. So I'm digging into the crates today, and that's fine. And that's what my channel is all about. I absolutely love this. As much as people do say, so many unboxings on the channel, I'm discovering a new brand now, and this is a cheapie. It goes from high-end niche fragrances to cheapies like this. I just talked about Creed Viking Cologne, and this is probably the perfect example of where I'm going. I'm going all the way down to your bargain bin in the US here. I don't think this is as bargain binish in Canada here, at least from where I am. This is made in the US. It is distributed by 5 Star Fragrance Company. I know that people that like these older fragrances like to kind of know that kind of stuff, so you'll kind of know what I'm getting. I believe this EDC is discontinued. I might be wrong. It has its following, so I'm excited to see what we get here. Now, man, I'm gonna have some fun. I think I'm gonna be decanting this all night tonight. So thanks, Fragflex. This is gonna be huge. This is all I'm doing tonight. Just letting you know. Now, I believe the original Eau de Toilette's a drugstore cheapie, beside the Stetsons and the Brutes of the world. So this is where I'm going with this one, I think, personally. Might be a gem. So if this seems interesting to you and you haven't subscribed yet, you know, a fragrance reviewer that will go to one extreme to another, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. I really appreciate it. This is not something that, you know, those fragrance reviewers that have 100K and more, they're not even going to waste their time sniffing this stuff. But I know the true frag heads out there, and I'm looking at a lot of you that are struggling as far as viewership, struggling for subscriber base, looking for a voice. Don't give up. That's all I gotta say, right? You know, I know I'm the you say lucky one that has a larger subscriber base. I put in a lot of work for that. But honestly, don't give up. These kind of fragrance reviews are golden. It's not just for anybody. So let's take a look at the note breakdown on this one. And as a true blue form of the older fragrance, you're all over the place. You're gonna get citruses. You're gonna get a lot of herbs. You're gonna get some florals. You know, things as like carnation. You know, carnation, lavender. These are things. Geraniums in here. You got leather, you have oak moss, you got a vanillic tendency. So really, as a fragrance reviewer, you know, on the outside looking in, you know, I'm trying to look at this thing and I'm like, where's this going to take me, right? And I'm thinking, you know, I don't know when the EDC got released. Some online say it's 72 with the EDT. I'm saying sometime in the 70s, probably. I didn't see a nose attached to it, so I can't even attach a nose to it. If any, and I know there's a lot of them in the community that are vintage hunters and lovers. Hopefully I do due diligence of your, you know, this could be some people's baby, we'll see. But you can help us out as far as that kind of stuff goes. That's not my thing. My strength is to kind of open these things up and kind of let you know how I feel about it. That's my thing. I'm not really technical in regards to vintages and stuff like that. So let's open this mega big bottle. Let's see what this thing looks like. I haven't seen a Pierre Cardin fragrance bottle live, and looks like a ball. Oh jeez. Wow, this thing's huge. Oh man, I'm gonna have some fun decanting that. Well, one thing this reminds me of, any old heads out there, remember the Rocha Man Bottle Challenge? This could be the cleaner version of that. You're not going to go right in with the Rocha Man bottle, a little too spiky for you. This one's the, oh geez, this thing's massive. What kind of, oh, okay. I almost pulled the whole thing off. So return to product, holy cheese, like this guy was legit. Whoever returned this to, and this is probably, and that's the funny thing, this is probably like 25 bucks for all of this. Whoever returned this or took the effort to return this, I don't know about you, man. You didn't spray it at all. You were legit in returning it. So kudos to you. Like I've gotten bottles that there's a clear 10 mil line, but again, 10 mil in this bottle may not even produce a dent. So I might be giving you flowers for no reason. So let's put it on, of course, on strip first, then on skin. It is going to be my scent of the day. Let's delve into it. For all my vintage heads, this is the red cap, if that does anything. The atomizers, silver, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's delve into this thing. The atomizer is kind of vicious there. It almost feels like it's like a chihuahua trying to bite you. Okay, so let's sniff this thing. Let's see what we get. Well, it smells like the time period. Now again, 70s, 80s, yeah. It has that old school vintage smell. So what I get? I get citruses. I get that lemon. I get the lavender. The lavender is barbershoppy, so it has that old school feel. It has some spices in it. None listed. Is there spices? There's no spices listed. A little leathery feel, maybe. This smells like my old mustache bottle. I got Rocha Moustache EDC or Cologne Concentré. I have this really old 60s moustache bottle. And this what smells like, kind of like that time period. Now that's not for everybody, obviously. To my vintage heads, this is probably golden for you. This is lemony, lavender, a little bit of basil up top. There's a spicy touch here that's not anywhere, not listed. I think it's the carnation. Carnation gives out a clove-like appeal in certain fragrances. That's probably what I'm smelling here. Carnation doing its thing, it's dancing. There's a little bit of a honeyed ambery glow, like an old school honey. Yeah. Okay, I can feel like, you know what? This atomizer is just, I don't know, it's making me laugh. It has a certain sound to it. It sounds like a chihuahua. Okay. Whoo. I might have put too much on. This thing is clouding my vision. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is, you know what? Depending on your taste. Is it dated? For anybody that's looking for modern stuff, right? The vanilla Tonka stuff. No, yeah, obviously this is not going to fit in. Obviously, that's obvious. You need to like your, your vintage stuff. You have to. But, this is at drugstores in America, like besides Stetson and Brute and stuff. You can do a lot worse than this. This is actually really good for what it is, right? Like how much is this? Like 30 bucks for 8, like you're never going to run out of this stuff. And for 30 bucks, you can do a lot worse than this. A lot worse. This is actually an all-star as far as the price tag goes. This is well blended. It has complexity to it. Yes, it has that old school touch, but has a little bit of patchouli in there too, eh? Is there patchouli? I feel like I'm sensing some patchouli. Might be wrong on that, but. So the opening of this thing, it opens with the basil, lavender, lemon, and it really takes you back to the old days. It is a fougère at heart with the lavender, tonka, oak moss, geranium kind of combo. Yeah, it's a fougère at heart, but it also has an ambery glow to it, but it's a old school, like it's not the current ambery glow that we know, like Grand Soir, things like that. No, no, no. This is more of a honeyed ambery glow, if that makes sense. Like almost a, yeah. And it does have the spice. Like it's kind of built like almost the, I, like I was gonna say, like it's almost kind of built like a new school, an old school version of an amber with some fougere back in it. So it smells like something like Parfum MDCI would do, like an off-beaten path. I think MDCI would be perfect as far as this scent profile. I think that would be like Bordeaux made it kind of thing. Like that's where I'm placing this, and that's kind of like I'm giving it a compliment actually. It's for the right person, this is really good stuff. And for me, I'm appreciating it from afar. This is not my cup of tea personally. You know, I have my personal taste, but I'm a frag head and I absolutely love anything old, new. I love to learn. I love to experience old and new stuff. I'll pan stuff as much as I'm going to love stuff. And again, this is an easy thing to personally pan because it's probably a drugstore fragrance to a bargain bin fragrance, and it probably isn't very popular in the fragrance community, so it's easy to say garbage. No, I am going to go with my little vintage friends. You know, we're friends, right? The vintage heads, yeah, we should be friends. I like this. Would I wear it? Yeah, from time to time. But it's not going to be like in a collection like this. It kind of gets lost in the shuffle. I don't think I'd appreciate it as much as a vintage head. But, you know, as a appreciator of my vintage heads, I am going to give it its flowers. I like the blending of this. And there's a certain je ne sais quoi to these older fragrances. Like this is not, I've smelt really dated stuff. Like I'm like, I can't. This I can. And again, maybe I'm off, right? This has maybe been reformulated 5, 6 times, and I got the newest version, and people are saying, you know, these vintage heads are saying, you got the wrong one, Mark. This one has no bite anymore. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have any bite. It reminds me of something like an old school Hermes, like Bel Ami, things like it would fit right in, like a Rocabar, Héritage, things like that. And it fits right in with my Moustache Concentré from the 60s. It feels like an ode to the older stuff, but it has more oomph than that Moustache. And again, like on the niche end, it reminds me of something that MDCI would make with Pierre Bourdon. I just don't know. I don't know why that correlation's coming to mind, but like a $300, $400 fragrance, it's in that lane. Yeah. You know what? Like if you're in this game like if you haven't smelt this like me and you are into this game to discover, you could go really wrong and like buy like a Lacoste or something like that and have something collect dust. Or you can actually experience something that was in the past that's actually well done. Yeah. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Pierre Cardin, my first sniff of the brand. I like this. This is macho, masculine. I could see a guy with hair in his chest wearing this stuff. Yeah. Now I got this obviously fragflex.com. Thank you for this. Can't wait to decant this all night long, by the way, just one bottle. But you can find this at Fragflex. I did check if they had the mega big bottle, and they do. It is like 30 bucks, and I'm just like, what? You can use my code TFG10. You get 10% off on your purchase. Not just this. Again, that's site-wide. So I'm not trying to sell you this product. But this would be like, you know, on my mega big hauls, this was actually a fragrance that I bought a few times that I was just going to, like a throw-in. This would be a good throw-in. Like, it's not something I'd be wearing all the time, but I might wear this once in a while. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly. Get my vintage heads. Be nice. I'm not a batch code guy. I'm not like looking at the bottle and going, you know, distributed by so-and-so and, you know, this is the wrong type, like 5-star fragrance company. I don't know. Is that the new batch, old batch? Don't know. Don't care. Honestly, I'm not that type of guy. But what I'm getting here, solid. And I can't wait to see what all of you are going to say. Good, bad, and the ugly. Again, you don't have to co-sign me. I don't need high fives. I'll high five you in the comments below, but it's not going to do much. You can pan this if you want. Again, I think it's personally just for a certain group of people. And I think anybody that's in perfumery that likes to discover, like this guy right here, this would be something to discover, I think. And I'm really happy that I started with this brand. This actually, and that's, you know, a really good first impression. And I know I'm rambling here, but that's a very good first impression when something like this, it doesn't blow my socks off as far as a fragrance reviewer, my taste, personal taste. But I appreciate for what it is. But the main idea is that when you're delving into a brand new brand to you, and some people may judge me for that, but I don't care. This is making me want to sniff other Pierre Cardin releases, and they're not expensive, so it's not, you know, a hard endeavor to do. They might be discontinued, harder to find, but there's probably some more out there that I can delve into in the cheapy aisle. So, as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your cheapy fragrance wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.